with it and it just keeps falling out. So.
That's a bad place for it to be.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So it's been sitting there.
With water in it probably, or moisture.
Or moisture somewhere around. It's got the same thing on the outside too. Alright, and where's it leaking for?
Oh, everywhere.
That's what I thought. It's like,
Rear main,
yeah,
and also that's front gearbox seal,
yeah.
speedo cable.
What's dripping off that?
That's transition oil,
Okay.
gearbox oil. That's there. There's oil coming down from the head gasket. That's just starting, but obviously the more you drive it, the worse it's going to get.
Yeah.
This power steering ram's leaking. See here?
God, that's weird, isn't it? So it's just been thrown together.
No, I don't know.
What do you reckon?
This is the ram here.
Yeah.
That's leaking.
Why would it all leak like that? Because it's been sitting around?
Maybe. It looks like it's all been done, but and you've also got a head gasket leak here. See the water?
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah.
And there's one, looks like the radiator is leaking somewhere. Where do I see it? Up here.
Alright.
So, yeah, there's yeah, where do you start? Like,
There's a bit of rust here too, like you were.
well, no offense, but this is like they put this cross member in.
Yeah.
No offense, but that's pretty shoddy looking welding. If you look here,
Yeah.
if you look from underneath.
Oh yeah, okay. It's all over the place, isn't it?
Well, it's not a good weld, I can tell you that now.
Yeah.
And then, you know, look at this one. It's pretty ordinary sort of welding. Like, I don't know.
Nice.
Well, I'd say they originally had a cross member, but this has been upgraded or something. See the size of it? Like usually it's like a press 10.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, on my mate's 57, it's a press tin one, like it's all bent up and.
Yeah.
But this is like super heavy duty, so I don't know. Someone's obviously welded that in. Not very well, but they've welded it in. And then I'd say they've put this skid plate over the top of the chassis, because the chassis usually finishes here, see?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So they put this skid plate in, which I don't know whether it's covering up sins or. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, yeah, you don't know what's under it, why they did that.
because usually, yeah, you just got a straight boxed chassis rail, which finishes just on top of that. That's where it usually finishes. You know, and that's, if you look at the quality of welding on it, like,
Yeah, no, I've done a bit of welding,
that's not good.
that's pretty average, isn't it? It's like weird welding, actually.
Well, it's shit welding.
It's
I
like
wouldn't even call it welding.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No. You know, and they started off a bit better over here, but it's still not super great. And the handbrake's on now, but it's been burning against the exhaust.
Yeah, so that's good.
That's going to just deteriorate the cable and the, you know.
And they're both like that.
Yeah. So, you know, there's a bit of, obviously what we're trying to be right, but there's a bit of stuff that needs to, well, if they put the exhaust through there, which they have, they should have repositioned these mounts
A little bit lower.
a little bit lower to get it away
Yeah,
from
to
the
give it
exhaust.
clearance, yeah. It's funny, isn't it?
So yeah, it looks fantastic.